Good morning. Welcome everyone to your mindfulness meditation on Friday, October the 16th. So today we are doing a mindfulness meditation. I know we explore different practices, different pranayama practices, different meditation practices. So today we are coming back to the basics somewhat around mindfulness. So as you're settling in, hi Vicky, hello Suzanne, welcome. So as you're settling in, finding again that comfortable position, up on a chair, in bed, on the couch. The last few sessions I've actually been on a couch, which I have to say is a little more comfortable. So I'm back on the floor, and that is because Jammers is a little riled up this morning. So she's been barking at sounds like crazy out there, so I've hidden away in my back studio here, so to speak. So wherever you're comfortable, know that it does not have to be on the floor sitting cross-legged. We are, as you're popping on, hello Yvonne as well joining in, getting as comfortable as you can. Use pillows, use blankets, prop yourself up so that you can focus a little bit more easily on the breath. You can focus a little bit more on the practice itself than on kind of things that are happening in the body. So if you're feeling like you need to move around a little bit, if you need to give a little stretch, we're going to be starting in about a minute or so. So feel free to move around, get nice and comfortable. So as we come into our mindfulness meditation this morning, what mindfulness is focusing on one thing only. So whether it is a candle, whether it is your breath, is a sound, and we've talked about that with Suzanne in our mantra meditations. Different days, why it's great to have these different practices in your toolbox is that on different days, the mind has a level of busyness that can be quite different. So sometimes sitting and focusing on the breath just feels too difficult. The mind is just going too fast, it's chattering, it's monkey mind. And so what's really helpful for sure on those days is focusing on a mantra. Putting one of Suzanne's mantras on, it gives your mind something to chew on, and it gives the mind a bone is another way to describe it. So you have different practices for different days and different things that are going on. In mindfulness meditation, where we're focusing on the breath, we focus on the breath. Everything is going along. We're like this, and then the thought comes in. When a thought comes in, and it will in about 10 seconds or 20 seconds, we recognize, we acknowledge the thought. Oh, okay. My mind wants me to think about something, and then you let it go. Now, some of you are more, let's say, imagery visual people, so then you might picture that thought floating away on a cloud. You one of my favorites is I see the thought like in a cartoon bubble, and then it just goes poof. And some of you might see it get smaller and smaller. It's like a plane that, has "Marry Me" up behind it, and then it starts to go away, and it's dragging the words, and it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That's an image that comes up sometimes for me as well. So, and it's fun to play with that. It's interesting for your brain. So you can let the thoughts go like that, or you can simply say, let it go. Letting go. You can say it to yourself, you can say it out loud. So you get to play with different ways that you like to manage your thoughts. And one of the reasons that we do mindfulness meditation is to practice the the skill of not having to react to every single thought that comes into our mind during the day. It comes in and it goes out. We flow with the day. We have that feeling of a little bit more fluidity to the day. So as we practice, finding a nice comfortable position, we always start with a pranayama. And from a hand mudra position, you can take, if you like, your thumb and index finger together, extend the other three. What that does is it closes the circle and it brings our attention inward. When our hands are open, again, we are open. As we close thumb and index finger, we draw in. So settling in. And as you start to bring your attention to your breath, specifically in this first minute of settling in, if there's anything that you need to do to feel a little bit more comfortable, myself included, making that adjustment. Even 1% more comfortable to be able to allow your focus to go to your breath. Your inhalation is in through your nose. Your exhalation can be out through your nose or mouth. And then if it is out through your mouth for a few breaths, then when you're ready, just settle into in through your nose, out through your nose. And just scanning around your eyes and ears and cheeks and mouth. Seeing if you can soften a little bit more. And if that little smile comes on your face, again, one of the best ways to soften. The smile affects your eyes, your cheeks. It can even affect the jaw. Just notice how much lighter you feel. Your eyes, if they're closed, they're just on the edge. And so not closed too tightly. Feeling the coolness of the breath coming in. Perhaps a warmth of the air going out. Sometimes I do just a very kind of light ujjayi breath on the exhalation, where I can just feel and hear my breath a little bit. And again, what that does is it gives my mind a little bit more to focus on. It anchors my attention a little bit more. So ujjayi breath is just very lightly on the exhalation. There's just ever so slightly little resistance to the breath so that you can feel and hear it. It's like a except that the mouth is closed. A very gentle, kind of ocean sounding breath. And again, totally optional. We're just playing and exploring. As you focus on different aspects of your breath, from the temperature to where the breath is in your body, to any sound, to any feeling, and it anchors your attention. And if your mind wanders, because I'm going to leave you in silence for a little bit now, if a thought comes in, taking your attention away from your breath, acknowledge the thought. And then let it go. And bring your attention back to your breath. You can play with letting the thoughts go in different ways, from the cartoon bubble, to the floating away, to the dissolving, to just saying, letting go. And just keep bringing your attention back to the sound, the feeling, the temperature of your inhalations and your exhalations. notice that the thought is a future thought of something that you're going to do or something that your mind is worried about, or a past thought reviewing yesterday or the day before, or a conversation. So as you let that thought go, you can label it future or past, or just simply thinking. And return your attention back again to the feeling, the sound, the rhythm, the temperature of your breath. As you start to bring your attention from inward and to more outward, if you have your hand in a mudra position, you can start to open your hand. Your eyes can still be closed if you like. And just feel that difference when your hands open. It can be very subtle, but there is a change. As you start to draw sounds and aromas, around you, my furnace just came on, I guess. Just noticing it now. Aromas. The feeling of your blanket, your pillow, the couch, the bed. As you slowly start to open your eyes and always being aware that it's going to be a little bit brighter, and you're going to start or want to start to stretch and to move here a little bit. So do what your body feels like. It feels like I want to kind of cat forward and open back. Drawing in, again, everything around you. Sometimes you notice an object that actually you haven't looked at in a while. And so that takes us from mindfulness meditation, where we're in a meditation, and when we open our eyes and draw in all of our senses, that is mindfulness. So and that's how we take mindfulness throughout the day. As soon as we go out, if we're having our coffee or our tea after this, and we sit with the feeling, the taste, the aroma, that's our mindfulness continuing on into our morning. So from here, as we take our hands together, namaste. Namaste Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in live, for watching the recording, and have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. Any questions about mindfulness meditation, you can send me a message or drop them below. And I will see you same time, same place next Friday. Bye for now.